Good morning. This is the PLT overview for the week of September 19th through the 22nd. Announcements this week. Our CTE coordinator, Chris Holborn, is planning industry tours for the morning of our October 10th PD Day. Please read the directions and take the industry tours transportation preference survey. This will determine whether we all take buses or whether we can drive ourselves. Thanks, Mr. Holborn. Next, there have been a request for directions for an ad hoc filter for advisory groups. Here's the link to those instructions. Thanks for making that, Mr. Dottie. Teachers new to the district. If you have a Kansas license with an ESOL endorsement, please email your full name, school, grade, and content area to Emily Churms, our district ESOL coordinator. Don't forget Goldstein nominations are due by November 11th. There's the link to the nomination form. A building committee reminder. Building committee members will be elected by the end of the month and representatives will be published by October 1st. Count day is September 20th. Make sure you take attendance in every class as this is our greatest source of funding. Also, impact aid forms will be distributed on September 20th. Turn in the forms and a roster marking who has and hasn't turned in the forms to Barb Clark on September 30th. Keep a copy of your roster as well. The first 6 classes at West and 2 classes at East to turn in 100% of their impact aid forms by October 14th will receive a treat. Door key cores will start being switched out at West Campus on Friday, September 23rd. Make sure to check your card's ability to enter the locations you need. If you are unable to enter any of those locations with your key card, fill out this form. And tech tips from our TIES teams will start appearing in PLT's Monday announcements. The tasks and training this week. Monday is conference preparations. You'll review the map that is linked here of where everyone will sit for conferences at East and West Campus. All will be at West Campus, but where you sit will be different. And then reviews the do's and don'ts when it comes to communicating with parents and guardians. This just might be helpful when preparing for conferences. Tuesday is advisory prep. There will be a severe weather drill, so make sure that you are ready for that. And then also, there's a link there to the Industry Tours Transportation Preference Survey. There will be no school on Friday, as we are working extra hours after school for parent-teacher conferences. This is a compensation day for the time you worked during conferences after school. All grade levels will partake in the severe weather drill on Tuesday. There's the PLT checklist form if you have any questions, comments, or something good you'd like to share. And here are the questions and answers for this week. Would it be possible to also have the Tuesday morning faculty meetings be available via Zoom? This would allow staff at both campuses to have access in the morning without having to leave early to travel to their classroom. The answer is no. The Zoom option is in the afternoon, and the in-person option is on Tuesday morning for the convenience of all. Number 2, can you refresh us on the required elements of the Canvas course homepage? Here are requirements: teacher contact information, your syllabus, your assignments, and the pacing guide. Question number 3, 2 tech questions. Can we please get our student interns official USD 383 emails, access to faculty Wi-Fi, and also a faculty iPad to use during their time here? And number 2, could we please get PLT training on setting up our school iPads to print? Here's your answer to the first question. Interns cannot have a login or a device because they are not employees of the district, and that is a district policy. As for the second question, for faculty printing from their iPads, you'll need to add the printer to your staff iPad. You'll do this from Mosel Manager, where you'll install the Rico connector. Open the app and add machine, most likely by the IP address. Then printing from the iPad, open the document to print and choose print. Choose print again on the top right and choose Ricoh connector, print, and start. Student iPads do not have the capability of printing. Number 4, would it be possible to have time set aside in PLT to discuss the merger? It would be ideal if an administrator could be present during that time to answer questions. We have questions about furniture, timeline, etc. The answer is yes. This will occur after count day and initial teacher appraisal meetings that Mr. Dorst must conduct, as he would like to be there for those meetings. And number 5, what is the book that the MTSS information is coming from for Friday slides? The answer is Visible Learning for Literacy and Visible Learning for Math by Fisher, Gray, and Hattie. Comments for this week. Thank you, Jenny Carr, once again. We're learning something new every day. The Canvas pages are set up so great, easy to find what we need in PLT and advisory. Number 3, we're a little frustrated with Friday slides. Our group had an idea that we think might work better. If we knew the topic on Tuesdays, we could plan to bring our own examples to share on Friday. We did feel like today's lessons reinforced the importance of learning vocabulary very well. We just were not sure how the strategies shared would apply in our classroom, and some of us were left feeling inadequate because we weren't using all of the strategies. We felt like sharing strategies that we brought to the table would change the dynamic, and that it would be us sharing our best practices with each other. It would give us some ownership. We also felt like we would like time to incorporate the strategies in our lesson plans that none of us seemed to have in our days at the moment. Right now, kind of a response to this is, right now, we are gaining surface level information. Feel free to personalize your Friday sessions to fit the needs of your PLT. We will be working on implementing and discussing more of application during the October 10th PD Day and next semester's PLT session. And finally, tell me something good. It's nice to be able to share strategies in PLT. One of our PLT members finally got her badge working. Yay, she can stop making copies now. Shout out to Donna Parks for taking care of all the technology at East. Thank you, Carol Higley and Donna Parks, for the amazing flex time opportunities they have for kids at East. So many kids are motivated to get their work done so they can take part in library activities. Again, thank you all for what you do. We hope you have a wonderful week and great conferences.